Hello, welcome back to this channel. If you are new, I welcome you. I am Virginie, interior designer, and I deal with houses that represent 100% who has to live them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also help foreigners who want to buy and renovate in Italy to support them all the process long. Difficult otherwise to follow from a distance. When you renovate your home repeatedly and often, you are pestered with 1,000 suggestions, and therefore how to listen to your heart and not others, and above all why, it will be the topic of today's video. But before we get started, if you love everything related to home and renovations topic, remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on these subjects. And please don't forget to smash the like button because it's the best way to support my channel and my content. I will appreciate it. If you are planning something, whatever it is, you can be sure that people around you will have their opinion about it and will be happy to let you know it. This therefore also applies if you are renovating your home. You start all thrilled with 1,000 ideas, you can already imagine how it will be, and slowly everyone destroys your dream with the "if I were you, in your place, I would do this differently." Often they give you a suggestion for a part, an element, without knowing all the rest of the project, and above all, they don't know why you are taking a certain decision. Most of the time, people are full of good intentions, but not really being in your shoes. Their suggestion will be dictated by their tastes and their experience, which are not necessarily suited to yours. Designing or renovating your home is definitely exciting, and it is normal that you want to share all this with friends and family. But often their advice and suggestion get you confused. And it is possible that following some of their ideas, in the end you will have a home that isn't really the way you wanted, and above all, that doesn't fully adapt to your needs and your way of being. Why does it happen? Often this happens because of how you communicate information with them. Are you simply making them aware of your plans? Are you looking for suggestions? Or do you seek their approval? How you tell them things will make a big difference in whereby they will understand them and replying accordingly. If your intention is only communicative, to take them aware of what you are doing and share your joy, you must show your projects as if all decisions had already been taken. If you are sure of your ideas, others will be inclined to support your vision and share your joy, without intrusion, or in any case with less invasive ones. When they have anyhow to give you their point of view, accept it, think about it, and see if it really is something that fits you, your personality, and your needs. If it doesn't, go over without hesitation. Remember that it's you that have to live in that home, not them. If, on the other hand, you have doubts about some parts of the project and would like to receive effective advice, do not ask everyone. You would come out more confused than ever. Instead, look for someone who is more like you, who knows your tastes and your needs, and you will see that they will give thought-you advice that really can be useful to you. But even in this case, although surely these suggestions will be based more on you, do not take it as pure gold. Evaluate it in every detail to be sure that it really fits your needs. Otherwise, do not be afraid to change it. Maybe the basic idea is right, but some details are not entirely in tune with you and your way of being. As we have said, home renovation is exciting, but it can also be stressful, especially if the project is large and process is long. During the path, you may feel frustrated and have 1,000 doubts about your choice, and unasked advice can really throw you down. When this happens, stop, take a deep breath, and always listen just to your heart. Only you know your very personal tastes, your rhythms, and your needs, and therefore only you know what can make you happy. For example, if your dream is a large open space kitchen because you love to receive friends and relatives, and while you are cooking you like being able to chat with them, you don't have to change your mind if someone tells you that a closet kitchen is better because at least you don't see disorder, and above all, others are not smelled. Remember that a design decision is not necessarily better or worse than yours, only different, dictated by different tastes and needs. What is right for someone could be very wrong for you. When customers ask me for help, the first thing I do is to talk at length to understand taste and needs, to study together with the best solution that makes them happy. Projects don't always meet my taste, but woe if it were so. The house is not mine. So when you start sharing your exciting restructuring plans with others and the advice starts to arrive copiously, remember that you are the captain of the ship and that only useful friends have to get on board. The house must reflect you, not them. If you loved the video, let me know with a thumb up or a comment, and if you haven't done it yet, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the next videos. See you soon. Bye bye.